What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video I've really been wanting to do for a long time. It's going to be the top 5 AR-15 mods you should make when you first purchase your gun, alright? Alright guys, like I said before the intro rolled, today we are going to be going over the top 5 mods that I think you should make to your AR-15 prior to really going out and even shooting. These are things that I do to my rifles when I get them, pretty much a guaranteed thing. And I know that you can't really buy accuracy or buy skill and range, time, and ammo or key over everything, right? I understand the importance there. But I think these items do help, and I think they're very important to your rifle. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the top 5 things I think you should get for your rifle when you purchase your rifle, and I'm just going to go over these real quick, and we're going to go into further detail later on. But first things first, I think you should get a pretty nice or very good stock. Alright, there's a bunch of different stock options out there, and the price ranges are all over the place. So that's the first thing I think you should get. Second thing, I think you should get a very good grip. I personally am a stickler for my grips. I like very rubberized grips, and I'm just picky about it. I mean, you don't have to have a nice grip, but I do think it helps. Alright, third thing, I think everyone should upgrade their trigger some sort of way, fashion, some way, alright? I'm not a big fan of mil-spec triggers. Only one of my rifles has a mil-spec trigger, and I think that having an upgrade trigger really can improve your accuracy by a little bit at least. Alright, fourth thing, I think you should have a good optic of some sort. Optics are incredibly important, and you need something you can rely on and something that will really help you out for whatever type of shooting you're doing, whether that be close range, long range, medium range, I guess. You need a good optic. Alright, and last but not least is your rail. Alright, a lot of people really prefer free float rails, and I'm one of those people. I just think it looks better, I think it feels better, I think it improves accuracy, and there's a ton of people that stand behind that, and then there's other people that are like, oh, you don't need a free float rail. You'll never be able to shoot better than the rail can improve your accuracy. And that might be the case, but I always prefer a free float rail. Okay, so let's dig more into detail on all these pieces. Alright guys, so the first thing I would like to talk about is the AR-15 stock. Alright, so the stock is one of the most important things, and one of the things that really drives me crazy if there's a bad stock on it. Alright, so I really like the Magpul CTR stock, which I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This one's a mil-spec stock. Mil-spec has to do with tube diameter. But this one, it has a QD point on the back. It has the adjustable, like every other stock can adjust, or most can adjust, unless you get a fixed one. And it also locks into place. And this locking into place is the thing that I really like. Alright, the stock that originally came on this rifle, which is this one right here, this one, it doesn't lock, it's wobbly, and I just don't think it's as good a quality as this Magpul CTR stock. And I really like running Magpul stocks on pretty much all my rifles. I know a lot of people will hate on me for that, but that's just a preference of mine, and that's my go-to is the Magpul. Okay, so this is what I like. Second thing that I think everyone should upgrade is their grip. So the grip down here, as you can see, this is very crucial. I think being able to grab and being able to hold on to and being very comfortable with your hold on your rifle is incredibly important. And we'll also link the front grip, but I don't think a front grip is as important as having a very solid pistol grip. Some of the pistol grips that I like this is the Hex, oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. Why can't I read it? It's a Hex mag grip. This is the Hex Mag grip, and it's rubberized. It's got a hexagonal pattern on it, and I like it. This came stock with this gun when I purchased it from the gun shop. But I also like Magpul's rubberized grips. One thing I don't like about this grip is there's no compartment in it. But I mean, the compartment's not that big of a deal. I mean, I've never really stored anything in it, but I like having the ability to store something in it if I wanted to. Okay, so Magpul, basically any rubberized grip. I know Hogue makes really nice grips, but I've never had the opportunity to put one on a rifle. And maybe in a later build I might do that. So the third thing that I think everyone should do on their rifle is definitely upgrade the trigger. Everyone should upgrade the trigger. This trigger that I have in here is a drop-in trigger from CMG. They are they make all kinds of stuff, but they're really popular for their triggers. And this is a 3.5 pound single stage trigger. I think it's fantastic. It's super easy to install. Like there's no, you don't even have to think about it. You just drop it in and put the pins in, and it's literally that simple. Okay, so definitely upgrade your trigger. I think the trigger improves other than the scope. I think the trigger is one of the most important things you can upgrade, because being able to get a perfect trigger pull means the world in terms of accuracy and being able to hit your shots perfectly. So the fourth thing that I think you should upgrade is my like button down below. You should definitely hit that and beat the daylights out of it. Alright, but really, fourth thing, scope. You should definitely put your money in a good scope, especially if you're going to be shooting distance. Being able to see your target clearly is incredibly important. I've dabbled in inexpensive optics, and I've dabbled in medium range optics, which the medium range optic is one of the optics that I have on here. This was like $200. Actually, most people would think that's very low end, but I'm incredibly cheap, so $200 is a lot to me. I've shot $1,000 scopes before, and they definitely, usually when you spend that kind of money on an optic, you usually get what you pay for. I've never looked through an optic that cost a lot of money and not been like, whoa, it does look very good. So one of the brands that I really like to go with is Vortex, but really any of the name brand optics will work, and work very well, especially if they have a good warranty on them, like Vortex, Leupold. Gosh, I just went brain dead on all the other optics out there, but those are the two main ones I can think of off the top of my head. And I've never had any experience with Leupold other than some of their binoculars, and they have really great glass on their binoculars, so I can only imagine what their rifle scopes would be like. So last but not least, the fifth and final thing, the rail system. Alright, basically any free floating rail will work. You want to make sure you get good material. Whatever you put on your gun is good quality, because you don't want the thing working itself around, and you don't want the thing getting loose and coming undone while you're shooting. That's just awful. Alright, so I know Geisley makes really good rails. PSA sometimes sells Geisley rails on their cold hammer forged AR15s, and I think the Geisley rails are really good. I like Diamondback's rails. This is a Diamondback 6.5 Grendel, and I think the Diamondback rail is really nice on it. Another rail system that I have had experience with, it's very inexpensive, but it has worked really well so far, is Bear Creek Arsenal's rails. I upgraded a rail system to a free float rail on an Anderson AR15, and I thought it did a great job, and I think it looks good. It was easy to install, and just improves the rifle substantially, and allows you to put all kinds of attachments on the front of it. And that's another thing about a rail that I like. I like to be able to mount my grip and a light, a bipod. It just helps out the rifle so much. But I digress. So those are the top 5 things that I would upgrade on my rifle. And like I said before, that's not a comprehensive list, and it's also not anything that can make up for actual range time and actual practice and using good ammo and using good equipment. Alright, just because you put a fancy scope on a gun doesn't mean you're going to be able to shoot the eyes out of a pigeon at 1,000 yards. It's just not realistic. So you have to put the time in, but I just think these 5 things can help that process a ton. So that about does it, guys. I really appreciate everybody for watching. Please go hit that subscribe button. It would mean a ton to me. We're doing really good on subscribers, and I love making these videos for you guys. But that about does it. I appreciate everybody for watching, and as always, take someone outdoors. I'll see y'all next time.